Yo. Man, what's going on, guys? What a day for no days off November. What a day. We got election day. We got Fast Eddie in the back over there. You see Fast Eddie Chambers. We got my guy, Coach David, in the building. One of my assistant coaches here. You got my guy around, Eddie. Come on, what you doing? You hiding out there, man. Listen, it's a big day for the United States of America. Hold on. Let me get this camera a little higher. Big day for the United States of America, man. We got Kamala Harris versus Trump. Who do you think is going to win?
You know, I had a couple ideas about this, but no, let's not say it's important, but
who do you guys think is gonna win, man? Put it in the comments, man. Do you think Donald Trump's gonna win?
No, I was thinking that.
Listen, who do you guys think is gonna win? I don't want to know who you want to win. Who do you guys think is gonna win right now? Who's winning? Trump. Looks like Trump is winning pretty big, man. Looks like Trump is winning. You know, but it's early though. It's a 12-round fight.
Definitely 12.
It's a 12-round fight. I've seen a lot of fighters winning early in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Look, they scared to put it in the chat, Eddie. Look, there's nobody putting their predictions in the chat. Yo, look, they talking. Somebody said Trump will win. It looks like Trump will win, man. Listen, guys. Listen, man. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. It is what it is. If you guys got any boxing questions, I'm gonna have my man. I would have Eddie, but Eddie had a long day, man. Eddie had a long day. He sparred 12 rounds earlier today with a fighter. He worked, he coached here at CA Boxing Gym, 221 Broad Street, Florence, New Jersey, man. He's gassed out, man, so I'm not going to make him demo, but I'm going to have Coach David demo. If you guys had any boxing questions, and if you guys want to tell me who you think winning, hold on, what's that? Michigan? Damn, Harris won Michigan.
So far.
Harris won? What was that?
Indiana. 8% of the votes. Is that right?
I have no idea. I don't even understand how this shit works, man. To be honest with you, man.
I have no idea.
Look, my man right here is worried about a left hook. Coach, my left hook generates no power. What's wrong with it? Why did you not?
Yo, why did I laugh the way you said it? No power.
Yeah.
Like you had to make sure you didn't say power. No power.
Listen. It's hard. It's really difficult for me to tell you why your left hook generates no power if I don't see it. So do you want to demonstrate your left hook on camera right now? If you're willing to do that, I'll send you the link and I have to look at it. But there's absolutely no way I can guess why you're generating no power. I mean, if you're throwing the left hook with all the mechanics that you need, I mean, you should be generating some power, right? So I have to see it. You know, a lot of times you guys ask questions, but it's like kind of unrealistic for me to answer it unless I actually visually see what you're doing wrong. You know what I mean? So if you want to do that, I'll send you the link right now. I'll tell you what though, man, a lot of people here are smart. They ain't giving their opinions on this.
Nah.
They staying out of it. They staying out of it. Nobody's saying nothing. Go ahead, man. Man, this crowd is quiet today, man. This crowd is quiet today.
Because we're watching this.
Everybody's watching this election, man. Yo, my boy, No Farias, what's going on, champ? What's going on? These boys ain't saying too much tonight, Eddie.
They focus on this. They focus on this fight. This fight for America.
Hey, click that link. Show me that left hook, champ. If you have any boxing questions, click that link right now, and then we'll have some demonstrations right here for it. My man Bo, what's going on, Bo? I see you, champ. All right, I'll tell you what. Get your gloves. Eddie, grab your mitts. A lot of you guys don't know, Eddie's nice on the mitts.
Don't believe that. Okay, you believe. Is that
I'm gonna have Eddie hold the mitts for Coach David on the left hook. And we're gonna see how David generates power on this hook. Ready?
Generate a lot of power on that.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, walk him through it, Eddie. Tell him anything wrong with change.
I definitely like that.
Turn around on this side so that you see the other side. There you go.
I would do offensively in that situation. After you run this area, I would go back down. I would go back down and then go in pieces. I wouldn't go here and it just nah. For me, it's in pieces because there's options. If you do it in pieces, I think you have options more than just one. So it's like if you throw that body shot. Now hold it. Now go back down. Now right there, if I decide to throw a hook, he can roll back. But if for whatever reason I didn't throw anything, he can then pivot out. He can just pivot out. You know what I mean? And then he can get more offense off on that side. So I feel like you got options. You don't have to make that move right away. And you're already in a safe spot because he's outside my elbow. The only thing I could throw is a hook, but we already see he can roll under. You understand what I'm saying? If I throw any punch like this with my right hand, it's really not going to be that effective in the position. So, in my opinion, just kind of add to the whole power.
How about you also? How about that follow-up hook upstairs?
Well, that's always a possibility. You know?
Show them that.
So let's go. Let's go here. Lock it down.
So notice some of the things too. For my boy out here who was asking about the generation of the power. Back up a little bit so I can see your feet in the camera. I won't go that way so we can see your feet in the camera.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah. No, but face him.
Face him.
All right, hold on. All right, go ahead. So bend your knees, put your weight on your front leg. Do it again. And sometimes to even generate a little bit of power from that upside, just go like this slightly before you shoot. Go there and then go there, wait a second, and then bring it back. That's a better one. Where would you say the power comes from, Eddie?
I think it comes from here. It comes from the hip, from the floor on up. But I think the rotation of the hip is what really generates the power, especially with the left hip. Same thing even with the right hand. Most punches that you throw, I think, generate from the hip. Now, granted, it comes from the floor up, but that hip rotation is what I think really does the deed with the power. So. That movement right there.
What up, Coach O? What up, Coach O from Harlem here? Still looking for some one-on-one programs for you. My question tonight is, what are some of the best ways to set traps to walk an opponent into a shot. Oh man, there's so many, man. I mean, I literally have a whole course called How to Set Traps and Counterpunch. You should check that out. But a simple one can be simply just setting up a check hook. So, you know, for instance, right now, if I got my lead hand low, you go to shoot that right hand, shoot it, bang, and I walk them into a check hook. You know what I mean? That's one thing that we can do. So maybe you guys can show real quick.
Oh. Yeah. You check, right? When the shot goes, once it goes fast. Pull away. I like this one. I like pull away.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about the pivot. Don't worry about the pivot. Just drop back. It's hard
to do this. Yeah. He knows to do it. I ain't genius. This guy. There you go. Heard that.
There you go. So for the most part, you got your lead hand low. You got your lead hand low, right? You're inviting that shot. I'm inviting that shot. As soon as that right hand comes, bang. I like the person to take a step, bang, bring that shot around the side. But there's different ways to do the same thing. Dude said Biden generates more power than that. Oh man, he trying to come at you, man. All right.
Why did you do that? Why did you go say that? Say Sparky them off. Sorry, no. You want to see how much power I generate?
Coach, how do I get head movement and blocking better if I don't have a partner or equipment? Well, it's kind of hard to get your blocking. It's kind of impossible, man. I mean, let's be real. However, you can shadow box. That's really the closest thing you can do. But if you really want to get better at blocking shots, you got to get comfortable with the impact of the punches. You know what I mean? Until you feel that shot hit your arms, either with the mitts, right? And go to look at me, right? Put something on it, right? Go to your body, right? I got to get comfortable feeling that in order for me to not freak out when those shots actually come. So if I was you, I'd find a training partner. You know what I mean? Maybe you invest into some of my videos or something, and then you get a partner, like one of your boys, and say, yo, man, let's work on some of the stuff that we see in these videos. That would be the closest thing I can say. But to just not have any training partners and try to box for competition, skill set, whatever, almost impossible, man, because you need two people. Boxing is a two-person sport. You know, we can hit bags and heavy bags and shadow box all day, but until you get comfortable with something coming back at you, it's really just fitness at that point. You know what I mean? How would you block? Sean Breezy said, Eddie, how would you block the 1-3-2?
Well, that's a tricky thing. It all depends on the rhythm of the shot. But the first two shots are throwaways, and sometimes it's hard to detect. Like if I'm throwing, I'm gonna have a hard time catching. But the way I would try to do it is, one thing I would obviously catch the jab, and as the hook comes around, I would not try to over-rotate defending the hook. If you can think of what's coming, if you can see what's coming, I would hold this position, but like I said, not over-rotate. And then don't go to sleep on your left side, because that's where the right hand is coming. So what I mean by over-rotate is like catching the jab and then doing this. Like literally exposing your whole, like catch the jab and then rotating like this. To like basically catch the hook, all in on the hook, but not thinking about what will come after. So my thing would be is to stay a little more on the back foot, catch the jab, bring the hand for the hook, and then already had his hand in place. That's the best you can do in that situation, because the 1-3-2 is a difficult combination to defend. unless you can kind of predict what the guy does. And you spend enough time.
You can also, if you're experienced, cover up completely. Like a wavy right, style, right? So
of course you could.
Yeah, I mean, you do it a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
so
Eddie
will be here.
Yeah,
so Eddie will be here, so he's covering up kind of like this. But when you're covering up like this, you see how you're looking through that little peephole right here? You have to be still like maybe take a little lean back for that jab and be quick enough to go here and then here, you know? So you're kind of going like boom, boom, boom. Right. But again, it's not the best way to defend yourself, but it's better than getting hit flush. A lot of the times what we try to tell people is don't be there for all three punches. That would be the best bet, right? Like, you know, if I'm trying to do a 1-3-2 on Eddie and he steps back as soon as I jab, it kind of takes away my 3-2. So, I mean, that's probably the best way. That's probably the best way to do it if you can't predict or time your opponent's patterns. Now, if you feel like you can time or predict your opponent's patterns, then maybe, you know, when you see them go to set up that jab, maybe you counter right over the top of the right hand right away, stop the combination from coming. There's different things you could do, but again, just staying there and letting somebody get their combinations off. Even if I am covering up and I don't get hit cleanly, I'm still going to feel impact. It's still going to be looking like I'm losing that situation. So at the end of the day, it's really not the best bet. You know what I mean? Unless maybe you're trying to tire your guy out, you know you have a better gas tank, you know they're going to fade, and then maybe you're willing to just eat a couple on your gloves and your forearms, and then you can go ahead and get them later. But again, you're taking a risk doing that. You know what I mean? Hey guys, we're gonna keep this live short today because we want to see who's gonna win the presidential election, man. None of y'all put in the comments except for one person who said Trump. Y'all scared, man? Richard White said Kamala. He thinks she's gonna win. We'll see, man. Anything's possible. Listen, guys, so for those of you guys who don't know, this is No Days Off November, man. We go live every single day for the month of November. Today's been a long day. We got the presidential election. So probably going to cut this one short today. So if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the chat. We'll get them knocked out. And then we're just going to go chill out for the rest of the night. We have about 25 more days left in the month. So we got a lot of stuff in store for you guys, man. So make sure you hit that bell notification. People not talking too much tonight, Eddie.
What?
People not talking too much tonight. Y'all got any more questions? Let it be known, guys. Let it be known. It's a little clickbait with this Kamala Harris Trump thing, man. We're really just doing a boxing Q&A. I'm gonna give you guys like five more minutes, man, to ask some more boxing questions. If not, we gonna roll up out of here. Do you prefer the long guard for most situations? What do you think about that, Eddie?
What's that?
The long guard.
I think that depends upon your height and your skill set too. Like, I mean, there's certain situations you can use it for. Like, Obviously, if you got throwing straight shot, you kind of, use a little bit, kind of get away from shot. But if you're a shorter guy trying to do that shit on a taller guy, might be a little bit risky. You know what I mean? Just say to say the least, like a Klitschko or any of those like taller type fighters, even with Tyson Fury, you see a lot of times they use that. They will put the hand up. Dudes with big arms, big, tall guys like that, they can kind of get away with it. But like I seen Rockman, even though he a bigger guy, bigger arms, what happened with him in Lennox? That's my man. What happened with him in Lennox? He tried to do the same thing with his hands here and got clipped around the side. Mm-hmm. Lennox is 6'5" guy fighting a guy 6'2".
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, the long guard can work, but I think it all depends upon you and in relation to the opponent. Like, is he taller? Is he short?
Exactly, yeah.
And his skill set, too.
Yep. Well said, Eddie.
Sir.
Appreciate the explanation and advice, Coach. What would be your advice on keeping control on a pressure fighter? Should I look to keep the lead hand control or do my best to turn my opponent? That's a good question, and I think that's a question where
it just depends, man. There's several things you can do. If you're fighting somebody aggressive, you can obviously try to establish a jab and try to get them to not be as aggressive. That's one option. Another option is, obviously keeping them turning is always going to be a good thing. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to stand directly in front of them if you don't have to, you know what I mean? But you got to be in good shape, man, when you're dealing with a pressure fighter. I think that's like the real thing. Like if you're not in top condition, it's almost like anything you do is going to fail at some point. So you want to first and foremost, make sure you're prepared for a situation like that. You know what I mean? You want to add?
100%. I dealt with that several different times, and keeping them turning is definitely a really, really good option. Also making them, a little uncertain about range. If you kind of manipulate the range a little bit with them, be a little more successful. And punch hard, that will actually kind of help too.
Yeah. You got some punching power, man. You can slow a lot of that shit down with some good time counter punches.
Especially to the body.
Yeah.
Especially to the body. Yeah, you say that to them, especially to the body, because that would make them really have to think twice about coming forward and keep catching, nice and time body punches.
Yeah, so the main thing, man, be in good shape, man, and just be willing to dig deep, you know what I mean? I know backing straight up is dangerous, but is there ways to use it to your benefit? I always tell guys, if you're gonna back up, you have to make a decision after a few steps. So for instance, like step back circle, step back drop, step back counter. These are terms that I like to use. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm boxing Eddie and he steps back, he's not gonna keep going straight back. He'll drop, or he can simply step back, circle away, right? Or he can step back and stop short and drop a combination on me.
That's like the European style. Yeah. That's the back stuff. Come right back in, off the shot.
So you don't want to just keep going straight back, because eventually you're gonna get caught on the line, right? So that's how you get off the line. You got to get off the line with some sort of a circular motion with your feet, or some sort of a dropping of the upper body. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my advice. You know what I mean? Or just stepping back to get enough distance so you can go ahead and let your counter punches off. Prodigy said he would like to have seen Prime Eddie versus Prime Foreman. Who wins that fight, Eddie?
Foreman?
Yeah, George Foreman.
I just can't let that motherfucker hit.
Yeah.
Prime, you talking about young Foreman?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
People say Shannon Briggs said that's the hardest hit, man. He said he couldn't sleep for 2 weeks after he fought Foreman. And he was a big guy.
Shannon Briggs is a big.
6'4", 2
Yeah, Shannon Briggs is a big dude. So
let's just not find that out. Let's just let that go. No, but no, if I'd had to fight Foreman, it would have been just as I did with different guys like Peter and other big punchers. I mean, obviously Foreman's a different kind of guy, a little more awkward with some of the shots that he throws, and you know, them shots sometimes are hard to see coming. You know, see what happened with Michael Moore, but
Michael Moore was a good fighter,
and he was a really good fighter, southpaw too. But with me is I'm always dedicated to being very difficult, you know, to hit. You got to be a real sharpshooter to land shots clean on me like that. I've been in fights even with elite guys who didn't land a clean shot the entire fight. So with Foreman, it would have had to been taken up a notch even more. Obviously, skill for Foreman is a little different. He's not typically skilled like you would see other guys, but he has like an understanding of how to throw punches a certain way. That it's like they talk about that Martin McCauley has that similar kind of just let the hands kind of go thing like Foreman does. So it's sometimes hard to detect. But with me, I'm watching everything. I'm watching every muscle move. You know what I mean? I'm paying attention to every detail because I don't want to take unnecessary shots, especially in a fight like that with him. And then I'm going to make him pay, even though he might have been able to walk through some of that shit. I'm still going to make him pay at least by hitting him with shots here and there. And I'm just going to always be a difficult target for him, which hopefully at some point would end up wearing him down, so especially the younger version.
Yeah, that would have been a very interesting fight, to say the least. Very interested.
I already know most people will say Foreman KO one. I'm like, damn, give me a second.
Nah, I don't think he would have KO'd you, but he would have been. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say he couldn't have.
No, he definitely could.
But his skill set, man, compared to yours, man, yours is much better.
Yeah,
but his style was just. It seemed like it didn't matter. It seemed like it didn't matter, you know.
You gotta know. You know what I mean? You gotta know like what to expect when shots are coming. And how
You have to throw a lot of straight punches with him.
Yeah,
Like you have
which
to.
is what I typically do. But man, it's just the danger of it. Like I remember I sparred Tim Witherspoon. And Tim Witherspoon was about like 6'4", 200. At the time, he was massive.
Does the shoe shine translate? The shoe shine and shadow boxing translate in a real boxing match? You know, I don't know. It depends, man. Because like if you're an amateur fighter, I think it does. It happens a lot in the amateurs with guys.
Yeah, but it kind of did.
But the way we do it up here, I would say no. But I've seen amateurs dropping, bah, bah, bang, and then rip the hook upstairs.
You know what I mean?
It definitely happens. But this is really just to get your punch count up, and really just to get your hands in the condition of flowing. You know, there's a lot of things in boxing that are like not the same things you would do in a fight. Like let's think about a speed bag, right? Like who the hell fights like this? You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things in boxing that I would say don't necessarily translate the same exact way that it would in a fight, but they have their own particular benefits. So can a shoe shine help you with your punch count? I believe it can. And I've seen fighters do it, man. We've seen Gary Russell land like a 10-piece combination with a guy where it was similar to a shoe shine, but of course it was different punches that he threw. But, you know, you just get your body conditioned to throw a lot. You know, that's what it's for. This is Real Gold. Thank you. Thank you for real. If you guys missed my stream yesterday, make sure you guys check that out. We actually had some pretty good streams, man, for no days off. Much respect to Coach and Eddie. Appreciate you guys, man. So listen, man, we're gonna cut it short today, man. 30-minute stream, man. Damn, Trump is winning 160. Is that it? 168 to 34.
It's
So far.
Is that the whole? Look like Trump is winning big.
Some of the other states get a bigger amount
Yeah.
of electoral votes. So if she mess around and grab one of them, it'd be a rumble.
So I don't know, man. I really don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
We'll see who wins, man. But listen, let this be the message. No matter who wins tonight, make sure you work on yourself. Because too many times we put a lot of blame on the government for a lot of our own personal decisions, right? So I'd say put a lot of energy into yourself, focus on yourself, try to be better every day. Whoever wins, man, learn to adapt, just like a boxing match. You know what I mean? You gotta adapt. Things don't always go your way. Sometimes the cards you're dealt isn't fair, but hey, what we gonna do? You feel me? What are we gonna do? Like at the end of the day, man. So, you know, watch it, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and at the end of the day, man, just do the best you can, man. I'm out, guys. I will be on here tomorrow. We're gonna talk some more boxing, some more different things. Make sure you hit the bell notification, and you already know boxing. All right, that's it, bro. I kept